Nestled in the heart of the Mediterranean, just south of Sicily and north of Tunisia, is Malta. An island nation archipelago made up of 3 main islands, it's been at the crossroads of civilisations for thousands of years, and its fascinating history can be felt at every corner. With nearly 200 kilometres of striking coastline, the biggest island, Malta, from which the country takes its name, is surrounded by dramatic cliffs and hidden caves just waiting to be discovered. I'd heard a lot about this Mediterranean island, so when the opportunity came up to visit it with MedTV, it seemed like the perfect time. I am starting my journey through Malta here in the capital city of Valetta, and first impressions, it is stunning. Now, Malta is at the crossroads of Europe, Africa and the Middle East because it's an island at the heart of the Mediterranean, and that means that all of the great Mediterranean powers have been here at one point or another in history, from the Phoenicians to the Romans to the Byzantines and the Arabs, and then it's changed hands between European empires like the Normans, the Spanish, the French, and most recently the British, who ruled in Malta for nearly 200 years before it became an independent nation in 1964. So really, Malta's architecture, its culture, even the Maltese language is a rich tapestry of cultural influences from all of these different civilizations that have called it home. And I am really looking forward to exploring its history and landscapes. If Valetta feels like a fortress city, it's because it was built to be one. It became the capital of the Knights of St. John, also known as the Knights of Malta, after they were forced to leave their base in Rhodes following their defeat by the Ottomans in 1523. Settling in Malta, the Knights established a new headquarters and built a huge fortress in anticipation of another Turkish attack. The grand limestone buildings of Valetta are a reminder of the period that followed, known as the Knights period, from 1530 to 1798, and the Co-Cathedral of St. John is perhaps their most famous legacy. This has got to be one of the most opulent churches I've ever been in. From the outside, the facade is so simple, you have no idea how intricate and extraordinary it's going to be. And then you walk in and you're just hit with so much luxury. The walls are dripping in gold. On the floor, elaborate marble slabs pay tribute to the Knights of Malta, each honouring the victories of the aristocratic knights. Beautiful frescoes on the ceiling tell the story of the knights, whose original job was to care for pilgrims journeying to the Holy Land, and how their duties transformed into a military defensive operation with a powerful navy, whose main objective was to defend the island from Muslim rule. So the Knights of Malta were represented by 8 countries, and you have 8 chapels in the cathedral. This one is a chapel of Castile, Leon and Portugal, so Spain and Portugal, and they are all lavishly decorated. We've got painting up there showing the Knights of Malta slaying probably what were the Ottomans, and you can see the cross around the cathedral, which has now become a bit of a national symbol in Malta, this cross of the Knights of St. John, which has 8 points representing those 8 countries. The cathedral's crowning glory is the largest ever painting by Caravaggio, depicting the beheading of St. John the Baptist. Painted in 1609, he gave it to the cathedral, and standing before it, you immediately notice his signature mastery of the play of light. This is one of the most beautiful cathedrals I have ever been in. I did not expect it to be so grand inside, and it's just really left me completely speechless. It's honestly beautiful. I continue exploring Valletta, I have come to a very traditional institution that is famous for its fatira sandwiches. Apparently they are some of the best in Valletta, so I'm going to go and try one. The restaurant itself inside is so atmospheric. On the walls you've got this memorabilia, these old photo frames, and then filled with locals that are very charismatic themselves. This place is very old, right? It's nice. Have you come here a long time?
A long time ago, I come here about 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Oh. You like Malta, living in Malta? Yes? What's your favorite thing about Malta?
Malta, to travel not long road.
Yeah, because it's small.
It's small.
It's small, which is nice.
One day you can, from south to north, you can make it.
Yeah, and nice weather.
The weather, but Malta in summer it's very hot.
Very hot.
For me now, the temperature.
It's too hot in summer.
Yeah, it's too hot. Yeah.
45 degrees.
45 degrees. But you have a nice beaches and nature. Yeah, I'm going to try a fatira. And yes. Oh wow, that's a fatira. Look at that. Thank you. It's very big. It's a big sandwich. But this is traditional. The tuna, the beans, the tomatoes. Okay.
Hobza bizzet.
Hobza bizet. Hobza bizet. Bread with oil. Okay, let's try then. Delicious. It's a really packed sandwich. Beans, olives, tuna, capers.
Near the sea.
Yeah, you like to eat it near the sea. The best way to eat it.
Hear the sound of the sea.
And then you eat your sandwich. It's really delicious. A very juicy, packed sandwich. The streets of Valletta are very steep and narrow, but one of the things that I love about walking around here are the wooden balconies. They're incredibly characteristic of the city of Valletta, and they're very unique because they are enclosed. They're all very colourful. They give it a very kind of romantic and beautiful feel. And I'm sure that there are different influences in these balconies from the different cultures, like the Arabs, the Italians, the Spanish.
Of the many cultures that shaped the island, perhaps the one with lasting influence is its British heritage. Malta spent 150 years as part of the British Empire, gaining its independence in 1964. And that can still be felt today in the language, architecture, and most notably, pub culture.
A lot of Valletta was actually bombed during World War II because the British had their navy base here, but it was mostly restored, so you still get that sense of history when you walk through the streets.
Valletta has many viewpoints from which to admire the Grand Harbour, and one of the best is from the Upper Baracca Gardens. Built on top of a bastion in the 16th century and once enjoyed as a private garden by the Knights of Malta, the Romanesque architecture and Mediterranean greenery are the perfect place to relax in the city.
From up here at the Baracca Gardens, you get an incredible view over the Grand Harbour of Valletta. It's so impressive. You can imagine the mighty navies of the Knights of Malta and later the British with all of their ships parked up here. But what's even more amazing is the incredible view that you get of the three cities from across the harbour, with Birgu right in the middle, the former capital of Malta, and actually the first base of the Knights of Malta. It's honestly an amazing place to come to in Valletta. This part of Valletta is beautiful. You've got the lower Baracca Gardens here with a gorgeous neoclassical building. You get incredible views over the Grand Harbour and the three cities. It's an incredibly photogenic city, honestly. Every corner you want to be taking photos here. It's very inspiring.
Which reminds me, I've got an amazing offer for you in this video. I have 10% off Squarespace. They're an online website design service, so if you have a passion project, for example, a photography blog, or you sell online services, it's really important to have a professional looking website. And with Squarespace, even if you have no prior knowledge building a website or coding, they have lots of beautiful ready-made templates for you to choose from and customize. So depending on what you want to showcase, there is a template to suit every need. Their Blueprint Squarespace AI technology makes it super easy. They have things like drag and drop technology where you can drag your photos into your website. Their AI is very intuitive, so it allows you to change things like your font and your color to match your brand's aesthetic. It allows you to choose your own pages for your website and then customize them to showcase things like your YouTube videos. You can integrate social media like Instagram and Facebook on your website. Even if you're selling merchandise, for example, I recently launched my Melini Angelica merch. They have e-shops, so you're able to sell your products on the website. They've got lots of amazing payment tools like ClearPay, Afterpay, and Apple Pay. So if you need to build a professional looking website, I really recommend giving Squarespace a go. You get a 14-day free trial, and then once you're ready to launch your website or domain, you can get 10% off by using my code MeliniAngelica at the final stage of checkout. So have fun building your amazing website.
One of the best things to do in Malta is enjoy a sunset boat ride on one of the traditional wooden boats that take you across the Grand Harbour to the fortified city of Birgu.
The only thing that's not quite traditional about the boats nowadays are that they are kitted out with a motor to help. So actually they're not manually rowing us there, but to be honest, it would take a long time. What a beautiful time of day to do this trip, whilst the sun's setting and the views of the three cities from here are breathtaking.
The fortress city of Birgu was a former capital of the Knights of Malta. And though smaller than Valetta, it's just as beautiful, with stately limestone buildings overlooking the picturesque harbour, and the city's mighty Fort St. Angelo jutting into the Mediterranean Sea.
This is one of the most strategic points in all of Malta, Fort St. Angelo. And just being here and looking out over the Grand Harbour, you realise why so many civilisations fought over this island. Whoever controlled these seas pretty much controlled all of the important crossroads throughout the Mediterranean.
On the 18th of May 1565, nearly 300 Ottoman vessels sailed into the harbour, marking the beginning of a brutal struggle for control of this strategically important island. Witnesses described the sea as turning red with blood, as fierce fighting erupted between two great powers. The Ottoman force is believed to have numbered more than 40,000 men, against a mere 8,000 soldiers and 700 knights. But after 4 months of intense fighting, Fort St. Angelo remained unconquered, and the Ottoman forces withdrew, bringing one of the bloodiest conflicts of the era to an end.
Just standing up here now, I can almost just shut my eyes and imagine thousands of Ottoman soldiers making their way into the harbour, ready to capture Malta and being completely defeated by the Knights. And what a gorgeous time of day to come and just soak in the scenery and these views, and also just feel all the history around you. This might just be the most impressive fort I've ever been to. I am so excited because for the last year, my videos have been aired on MedTV, the satellite and streaming channel, and their offices happen to be located right here in Malta. I'm about to go inside now and meet Manolo, the COO of MedTV.
to Med TV.
Hi, so nice to meet you. Thank you.
And here we are.
So these are the offices.
Yes, welcome to one of the main offices of Med TV, Malini.
Thank you.
I introduce you to the team.
Hi,
Guys,
everybody.
please welcome Malini.
Hi, nice to meet everyone. So Manolo, tell me, for everybody watching at home, what is Med TV all about?
Med TV, it's an international channel and its focus is about promoting all the Mediterranean countries. We promote anything that is beautiful about the Mediterranean region. We do it with different kind of content, from documentaries, travelogue, drama, or any kind of kitchen program, because food, the Mediterranean diet, it's one of the most researched word in the world. So that's why we are happy to have a lot to talk about, because like I said, we are promoting more than 20 countries.
I absolutely love the Mediterranean region. As you know, lots of my videos are shot there, and I just think the culture, the landscape, the people, it's just so captivating. And I'm really happy to be a part of Med TV. It's amazing just seeing my shows on the TV and knowing that they're aired around the Mediterranean. On satellite, the Med TV website, and the streaming platform Rakuten.
Yes, you are reaching more than 300 million people through
Wow.
Med TV, because we cover all Europe, North Africa, and part of the Middle East. But the most beautiful thing is to see you on the channel and showing all these beautiful places to anyone that is watching. So thank you so much, Malini, for being part of Med TV. We have Malini everywhere on Med TV.
There we go, lots of Bellinis.
But I have a small surprise for you.
Oh,
A cake.
wow, it's a cake.
We wanted to celebrate your
delicious.
arrival. Welcome to Malta, Malini.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Okay, guys, and we celebrate Malini in Malta.
Very special. Thank you so much. "25 minutes inland from the coast is the fortified city of Mdina, the former capital of Malta. And sitting just outside its walls is the neighbourhood of Rabat, meaning suburb in Arabic. It's a working-class city which provides great insight into the Maltese way of life. Here in Rabat, there is a really local cafe, which I've heard does amazing Maltese pastries, and it's something that lots of locals get for breakfast. So I've come here to try them before I start exploring Mdina. Pastizzi.
Yes.
Pastizzi. It's nice.
Good. Good.
Pastizzi with ricotta,
Piselli.
piselli. Is that the traditional one? And the asata? Asata.
All of them good. All of them.
All of them. I'm going to try. And what's it? Te pizzata.
C'è الحليب كالكرتونة.
Cartuna.
الحليب كالبعض.
Okay, I'm going to try them. Pastizzi, ricotta, piselli, te pizzata. No sugar. No, I like sugar. I like sugar, yes. Thank you, grazie. It's a very, very lively and charitable bar. So, I've ordered all of the traditional local pastries. Got your assata with ricotta, and then your pastizzi. The two traditional ones are the ricotta and the piselli, which I think is sort of like mashed peas, like a curried mashed peas. And then your te pizzata, which is tea with milk, maybe influenced a little bit by the British. I'm curious to know whether this tastes like English tea. It does. Gosh, it's got a little bit of that PG tips taste. That's delicious. Looks like this is a very popular place because all the locals are here to get their pastries, so they are flying off the shelf. I'm going to try the piselli flavour now, which is the curried peas. my God. That's delicious. I just love the pastry, sort of like a phyllo pastry. So it's incredibly crispy. There's such a nice crunch to it. The flavour kind of reminds me of Indian samosas, vegetarian samosa, because you've got the this kind of spices and the herbs. So very similar, actually. What a delicious pastry. I mean, you can see they're freshly making it, and that makes all the difference. So the assata has a different kind of pastry. It's not flaky, it's much more like a short crust pastry. Reminds me of the pies that we get in England. And it is stuffed with ricotta. You can see that beautiful ricotta inside. The ricotta is so salty. Everything is amazing, honestly. Whoever knew Maltese pastries was so delicious.
Don't forget to join my YouTube memberships for access to bonus footage from my trips and personal Q&As with me where I answer your questions like where I'm from and how I got started with content creation. The link to join is in the description box below. Sitting at the top of Malta's highest hill, Mdina and the surrounding area have been inhabited since the Bronze Ages, serving as a capital for Malta's different civilisations and changing names based on its rulers. Today, Mdina takes its name from the time of Muslim rule in the 11th century.
One of the first things that hits you when you arrive at Mdina are these towering limestone fortified walls around the city. It was the Phoenicians in around 1000 BC who first settled and fortified this city, and it sits atop a hill, so it's at a very strategic point where you can see the surrounding island of Malta. You've got the original main city entrance here, the Gate of Mdina, and over the centuries you've had lots of different civilizations like the Romans who continue to fortify the city and call it their capital. It was not until the 16th century that Mdina ceased to be the capital of Malta when the Knights of Malta moved it to Birgu. But it is incredibly well preserved and it just feels so historic. This is the Mdina city gate, so the entrance to this fortress city, and it's incredibly famous because this gate actually served as the entrance to the fictional city of King's Landing in Game of Thrones. It's incredibly charming when you come inside the city walls. You've got these gorgeous monuments, like this towering St. Paul's Cathedral, which was built during the time of the Knights of Malta. And because all of the buildings and monuments are made from the local limestone, it just glows in the sunshine. It's honestly one of the most picturesque old towns I've been in. It's quite nice when you just come off the main piazzas in Mdina and you wander down these narrow streets because the buildings are just beautiful and there's lots of intricate designs. You've got these romantic balconies when you look up, and I've also noticed a lot of these beautiful brass doorknobs and all of these different animals, for example, fish and lions. And apparently, back in the days, it was a way to reveal who lived in these homes, what their trade was, how much wealth they had, essentially their place in society. So just wandering around now, you have all of these details that tell the long history of a city like Mdina. I've gone through the old city and come out in Bastion Square, which is very charming. We've got this nice fountain, beautiful buildings again, but the most famous thing about it are the views from the walls. From Bastion Square, you get the most amazing views of the island of Malta. You can literally see the Mediterranean in the distance, and it really kind of shows you why this was chosen as the capital for so long, because you're on a hill, you have these prime views, you could have seen any potential invaders coming in. So it was very much a strategic decision. I'd say this is my favourite city that I've visited here in Malta. For me, it's just been stood here for centuries, and I really feel like you breathe in that history when you come here. And you just get the most insane views of the island. Malta's impressive cities are just the start of this magical island's beauty. A drive through the island reveals a classic Mediterranean topography, with small family farms and stone walls dotting the landscape. But it's a coastline that's truly magical. Tiny harbours hide out along the dramatic and rugged coastline, and a breathtaking blend of sheer limestone cliffs, hidden sea caves, and crystal clear turquoise waters makes exploring the island's coast a real adventure. One of the most spectacular places to come on the island of Malta is the Blue Grotto. It's really no wonder why this is one of the most famous spots in Malta and why so many visitors come here, because the views are stunning and the Blue Grotto itself is just so impressive. You've got these huge, magnificent limestone cliffs jutting into the crystal clear Mediterranean waters, and it's a very unique shape. It's a sort of massive open cave, and it gets its name, the Blue Grotto, because when the sunlight shines directly into the cave, you've got all of these different stunning shades of turquoise, but even now it's partly in the shade and you can still see how electric the water is. It is honestly quite the sight to behold. This morning I've come to Marshallock, which is one of Malta's most beautiful and traditional fishing villages. And in the harbour, you've got all of the famous traditional fishing boats called luzzo, well known for their brightly coloured facades in blues and yellows. What I find fascinating are the eyes that you see on the front of the boats, because it's actually a tradition that dates back thousands of years to the time of the Phoenicians, because they were, of course, master seafarers and they were trading across the Mediterranean. The eyes were painted on the fronts of the boats to protect fishermen on their journeys. And even the very characteristic shape of these fishing boats is something that was formed through the centuries due to the different Mediterranean civilisations that have been in Malta. So it led to this sort of curved wooden shape. It's a Sunday morning today, so the harbour is bustling. It's a market day, so you've got locals shopping for their fish at the fish market. You've got visitors just enjoying the beautiful scenery. Here you have a fish market every Sunday, so it's bustling with locals buying fresh fish. This is literally being caught by the fishermen this morning, so you can imagine how fresh it is, and the smell, it smells very strong. You have got such a variety of fish here. Honestly, there is everything on offer. There's octopus, shellfish, mussels, clams, sardines, mullet, crabs. Literally so much to choose from. You've got beautiful tuna, you've got everything here. Everything is local, caught
local.
here
Yes.
in Malta.
Yes, yes.
Oh, do you go out to fishing?
No.
No.
I sleep.
You sleep.
Yes, yes.
So there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? In the
Yes,
water
in the
here,
Mediterranean
in
Sea.
the Mediterranean.
Plenty.
Which one is the best?
Tuna and
The
labuki.
tuna, the tonno. Tonno. Thank you so much. And is this your father? Hi. Oh, he's so sweet. So it's a family thing. Oh, nice. That's nice. Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Are you buying fish today?
Always, every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Yes.
Are you from Malta?
No, I'm not Maltese. I'm Tunisian, but I'm living here.
You're living
for
here?
11 years.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard the language is a bit similar.
Yes, yes.
Tunisian and
around
Maltese.
60% Arabic.
60% the language.
60%, yes.
So you find it easy to
Very
communicate?
easy. It's similar to
Similar.
Tunisian, yes.
Do you find any overlap between the Maltese and the Arabic culture or Tunisian culture?
There is many things.
Yeah.
There is many things.
Like
Some food.
food as well?
Yes, yes. There is a lot of things. That's,
This market reminds me a little bit of the North African souks
Yes.
and the Medina and all of that selling and things like that. So, very interesting. Nice to meet
Thank you.
you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
I hope you find your fish.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is that your doggy? Aww. She's a little
Chihuahua, pure Maltese Chihuahua.
pure Maltese. Hello. She's
I have
how
4
old?
years. 4 years.
4 years.
Not big, just small.
Wow. Are you a family?
Yes.
From here, from Malta?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
And you buying your fish?
Yes, it's the big market.
Big market. Is that your son?
Yes.
Hi. Nice
Small
to meet
one.
you.
I have a two.
So 3 children, 3 sons. Oh, that's amazing. What do you like about living here in Malta?
Yes.
The places,
Yeah?
the food.
The food.
The people is very pretty, nice.
Very
Nice
friendly.
people, yes.
Very warm culture. The Mediterranean is a very warm culture. And what's her name?
Blackie.
Blackie, hi, she's so cute. Bye bye.
Have a nice holiday.
Yeah, so nice to meet you. Honestly, this is making me so hungry to try some of this fresh fish. I am pretty hungry after wandering through that fish market, so I found myself a really nice harbourside restaurant to try some of this fish. I just wanted something simple today and delicious, so I went for the deep fried calamari and the deep fried prawns with a nice tartar sauce. Sometimes it's not about the fancy places, but just good old-fashioned deep fried calamari and a good beer to wash it down. So I've ordered the local Maltese beer here, the Picturesque, which I've heard is fantastic. And it goes really nicely with fried food. Beautiful. I had to order some of these prawns. They are huge. Just goes to show how healthy the prawns are in the Mediterranean. Oh my God. What a juicy, juicy prawn. That is, quite literally, the taste of the Mediterranean. In the next video, I take the ferry over to Gozo, Malta's idyllic and greener sister island. It's known for its slower pace of life, stunning rural landscapes, and rich historical sites. It's also a great place from which to visit the crystal clear bay of the Blue Lagoon in nearby Camino Island. It's the perfect destination for escaping the crowds and experiencing authentic Mediterranean charm, and I can't wait to explore it.